This is the story of New Brunswick Theological Seminary, the oldest graduate school of theological education in North America. Since 1784, less than a decade after the American Revolution, this seminary, our seminary, has made education more accessible and thus more relevant to each person and every community. While our seminary is deeply rooted in the rich soil of the gospel, it is also dramatically committed to being relevant to every generation. Our first home in New Brunswick, now called Old Queens, was shared with Queens College, which would soon change its name to Rutgers. Both the college and the seminary were founded by the same Dutch families and congregations to serve as a light in the world. In 1856, our seminary moved to the city block we have not left for more than 150 years. While traditions changed with each and every generation, our core vision remains the same: making theological education more accessible and thus more responsive to every community, congregation, and culture to which God calls us. In the mid-1970s, the seminary slowly but surely changed from a residential community of dominantly young, white males into a rich, diverse community of faith and learning who overwhelmingly commuted to one of our two campuses, one in the midst of Rutgers University and the other campus at St. John's University in Queens. We changed because we remained faithful to our core mission in the great New York metro urban area and to a world so loved by God. And then the seminary did something very dramatic in service of its mission. In 2012, it sold 2/3 of its campus to Rutgers University, which had grown up around it, and built a new seminary and campus on the corner of College Avenue and Seminary Place. The seminary, long a resident on the top of what many have called Holy Hill, came down to the streets and began to connect more significantly with the university and the neighborhood that surrounded us. We became what our founders had hoped: a light in this community, as our seminary tower reminds us night and day. The face of the seminary, which reflects the remarkable face of Central New Jersey and Rutgers University, has become richly diverse. More than half of our community are women. More than half are people of color. More than half are second career or bivocational. And all are committed to finding a way to make God more accessible and relevant in a world hungry for hope and thirsty for grace. New Brunswick Theological Seminary looks like the future to which the church aspires. We are multi-denominational and multicultural. We are deeply committed to a God who grants us peace as we pursue justice. We are committed to making ministry practical, faithful, contextual, and transformative. We are a seminary in the heart of two great universities and two dynamic cities with the world in our heart. The story of our seminary is still being written, and we invite you to be a part of it.